Hello friends, welcome to the King YouTube channel. If Meghan thinks the Queen's departure will make things easy for her, she is mistaken. When Meghan stepped away from her royal duties, she had plans and expectations. Leaving wasn't just about escaping the royal family's control. So, with the Queen gone, Meghan was probably the happiest, believing her biggest critic was finally out of the picture. But even the harshest critics can face consequences. Regarding Harry, Queen Elizabeth tried to stay out of his marriage. She believed Meghan just needed time to adjust to everything new. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. The Queen also tried to offer Meghan advice, but that too failed as senior royals. Meghan and Harry told the family they were leaving, but they only wanted a partial separation. The Queen firmly said no, which surprised them both. They thought King Charles would be kinder, but they were in for a bigger shock. After the Queen passed away, Charles was even stricter. Since Harry and Meghan hadn't used Frogmore Cottage in 2 years, Charles took back the lease, cut off their funds, and ignored their attempts to make up. So far, all their requests for the coronation have been denied. It's not just Charles who's cut them off, but also William. He won't tolerate Harry and Meghan's actions. He made sure they were not on the balcony, banned them from sitting with senior royals, and refuses to apologize for any of their accusations. William is smarter than both of them combined, and he's been blocking their moves at every turn. He has told Harry clearly to stay away from his children and has told Charles he doesn't want Harry and Meghan living anywhere near his family. That's why Charles evicted them from Frogmore Cottage. Now they have no home in the UK to call their own. Harry has crossed every line with William. If he writes another book that puts William and his family's safety at risk, I think William will do more than just push him. He might physically confront him. If William were king now, I have no doubt they would be exiled without question. Meghan is not coming to the coronation because of her 4-year-old child's birthday. She doesn't even know when his birthday is. Meghan isn't coming because she knows she's lost. William has pushed her aside and she no longer holds any power. All of their demands have been rejected, and it's because of William. While Charles may be king, William is the one taking charge behind the scenes, and Meghan knows her time is up. Charles, like the late Queen, doesn't want to leave this world at odds with his son. So Harry and Meghan will keep trying to win back his favor. That's why Meghan said 2023 would be a year of reconciliation and that she wants the king to have a relationship with her children. However, William plans to demand DNA tests for the children. If the tests reveal they use surrogates, they will be removed from the line of succession. This is why they don't bring the children to visit the royal family. There will be no reconciliation between Harry and William as long as Meghan is in the picture. That's not going to happen ever. From the start, Meghan and Harry have been given every opportunity. They're just making demands because Harry is jealous of William and Meghan is pushing Harry to create chaos in his family. She tries to appear innocent, making it seem like it's all Harry's doing. He's being manipulated by this vindictive woman who married into the royal family only to want out soon after. Their income now relies on selling stories about the British royal family. They say hurtful things about the royal family and spread falsehoods to gain publicity and sell more stories. This isn't right. It's unfair to exploit Harry and Meghan's relationship with the royal family. It's disloyal to Harry's family, who supported them wholeheartedly at the beginning of their marriage, and it's disrespectful to the British people who initially welcomed Meghan but now find her behavior unacceptable. It's not just what they've done that's caused controversy, but also what they haven't done that was expected of them. Their conduct, especially during Prince Philip's frailty and nearing the end of his life, was criticized. Their treatment of the Queen was also seen as disrespectful. The Oprah interview, in particular, was heavily scrutinized by the media, revealing inconsistencies in their statements. Meghan's perceived disrespect towards the crown has been noted, such as allegedly disrespecting the current Queen, taking items from royal collections, and not dressing appropriately for public events. The late Queen Elizabeth II was lenient with Harry and hoped he would explain Meghan's behavior to her. Instead, Harry felt the Queen was letting him handle his own issues. I believe she did what all controlling people do. She cut off communication with his past and manipulated him into her desired path. Now Meghan is facing the consequences of her actions. It's evident Meghan has unrealistic expectations. She may have imagined herself as a modern-day savior for the royal family, expecting instant adoration, Windsor Castle, and unlimited funds for luxury items. She had a mistaken idea of royal life, thinking it resembled celebrity status. Meghan and Harry seem to think they could outshine William and Catherine through popularity alone. She was frustrated when her plans fell through, as mentioned earlier. Even though the Queen is no longer here, there are still many who could hold Meghan accountable in his inauguration address. The King clearly stated during their time overseas that they were not welcome back or expected to return. The royal family is managing well without Harry and his controversial wife, and it's evident they received a cold reception and minimal attention during the funeral, as seen from Sophie's expression. The King is likely aware of the British people's disdain for the couple who upset the Duke of Edinburgh. Lastly, our Queen's final years were stressful and sad. There have been numerous petitions and letters calling for the Sussexes to lose their titles and be exiled. Meghan once again made veiled threats in her latest podcast just before the Queen's passing. Allowing such a toxic person who doesn't hesitate to mentally bully children and elderly women back into the fold would be a serious mistake for the King. The monarchy survives because of the people's support. I'm certain the King understands that the public would not accept the harmful actions of Harry, who made our beloved Queen's life difficult, along with his pointless partner who showed no emotion before and during the funeral, except for childish anger when things didn't go his way. Despite his own sadness over his youngest son's behavior, the King must prioritize his citizens or face severe backlash. The uncooperative wife from a lower social class would likely continue to scheme and plot behind the family's back. To undermine the popularity of the Wales family and constantly seek attention and publicity at everyone else's expense, she has shown she cannot change her repellent personality. The Markles can never be trusted again. She is like a viper, and allowing a viper to thrive among you risks being fatally bitten. She will not change, she is dangerous. The best course of action is to continue as you have been doing, send her home, strip her of her titles and succession rights, and cut off contact with her and her naive husband. Forget about Harry entirely, he is now under her influence and cannot be saved. Charles, despite the pain for you and your family, Harry is no longer with you and may never truly return. It's heartbreaking when a once appreciated child grows up ungrateful and goes their own way in the world. As the monarchy enters the next generation and beyond, the Markles will eventually fade into a minor footnote in history books. William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales, along with their wonderful children, Anne, Sophie, Edward, and others, will step forward and contribute to the thriving royal family. Your Majesty, we stand behind you just as we did with your beloved mother, Queen Elizabeth. Do what is necessary for your family and our country. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these issues, so please share your opinion in the comments below. Wishing you continued cheer and happiness. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribe to the King YouTube channel. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.